Hello everyone, in this video I am going to cover the leftover topic of the chapter Chemical Effects of Electric Current. In my previous video I have covered till anode and cathode. So in this video we will start from electrolysis. Just before that there is a small experiment to determine which terminal is the positive terminal and which terminal is a negative terminal. So we will take a freshly cut potato. So suppose this is a potato, we will make a circuit and we will insert the two open ends of the circuit in the potato. We don't know which of the following is the positive terminal and which is the negative terminal. After some times we will notice that there is a blue-green spot present here. So in the side where blue-green spot is present is connected to the positive terminal of the battery. So this is positive terminal and this is the negative terminal. So let's start with electrolysis. So what is electrolysis? Electrolysis is the breaking of a compound into its constituent elements. Suppose if we will carry on the electrolysis of water, then it will break into hydrogen and oxygen, H2O, hydrogen, H2 and OH2. We can say that. So the apparatus in which the electrolysis is carried is different. I will explain why it is so. So let me first draw the apparatus. In the meantime, you all can see this picture. So the apparatus in which electrolysis of water is carried out is known as Henchop's apparatus. This is a picture of that apparatus. So let's go to the board. So this apparatus is known as Henchop's apparatus. Henchop's, Choffs apparatus. So this is the cathode and anode, which means that it is the negative terminal and this is the positive terminal. And now we will put water. So water will break down into H plus and O minus. Hydrogen will be the cation and oxygen will be the anion. So one more thing. So hydrogen is cation and oxygen is the anion. So the positive terminal of the battery is attracted to the negative terminal and the negative terminal of the battery is attracted towards the positive terminal. So cation will go to cathode and anion will go to anode. We just need to remember only one. We should remember that cation is for positive. Then we can remember all of the four because C and AA. Cation will go to cathode. So it is the general knowledge that positive will go to negative. So cation will go to cathode and anion will go to anode. So anode, so oxygen will be present here, oxygen atoms, oxygen, and here hydrogen atoms will be present, oxygen and hydrogen. So why this apparatus is so strange? We know that when hydrogen combines with oxygen, it forms water. So it is not a very simple process. We need to do a small explosion with a matchstick. Suppose we mix these gases together in a beaker. It will not form water until and unless you will put a matchstick near this beaker. So the first thing, if large amount of oxygen comes in contact with hydrogen, then explosion takes place, which produces a lot of sound and not much heat, but it produces water and heat. And another reason is we know that the ignition temperature of hydrogen is very less. It is an inflammable gas, and oxygen is the supporter of combustion. So if we put water, basically water is present between these two. So hydrogen will not be able to reach its ignition temperature because oxygen is not present there. We know that oxygen is the supporter of combustion. and hydrogen and oxygen gases will not meet and create a explosion because of the water present in between. So this was Henchop's apparatus. So let's move on to our next topic, which is electroplating. So what is electroplating? So depositing a coat of one metal into another metal is known as electroplating. This can be best explained with the example of depositing a layer of copper on iron key. We often see in a 3-star or a 4-star hotels that the spoons are shining very much. It acts like a mirror. Why? Because of the layer of silver or chromium present on it by the process of electroplating. So I will give an example of electroplating. So I will give an example with the case of iron key and copper rod. I have to deposit a layer of copper on this key. So we will first make the apparatus. We will make the metal which is to be deposited in the anode and the metal which is to be electroplated to the cathode. And the solution which we will take will be the salts of the metal which is to be deposited. In this case, copper is to be deposited, so we will take copper sulfate CuSO4. Okay, so let me draw the apparatus. So this is connected to the positive terminal anode and this is connected to the negative terminal cathode, and the solution is CuSO4. So what happens here? So we know that when electrolysis is carried with a liquid, it chemical changes takes place. So in this case, copper and SO4 will separate. So Cu plus atoms will go to the negative terminal, and by meeting with the negative terminal, they will lose their positive properties and will become copper particles and will deposit in this iron nail, and this will give Cu plus, which comes in contact with this key becomes Cu and sticks to the surface of this key, attaches itself. So basically this is electroplating, and there are many uses of electroplating. We can use the thing which we सोने का पानी चढ़ाना, so it is generally electroplating. Gold is made the anode and a cheap metal is made to be the cathode. Only a very small amount of gold is required to electroplate or to deposit a layer of gold on this object. What are the disadvantages of electroplating? So the liquid which is left after electroplating is very harmful. It is very hard to dispose it. So our next topic is purification of metals. So let me erase the board. So suppose there is an ore and we need to purify that. So what we will do? A chemical effect of electric current is used in this case also. How? Let's see. We will take a impure thick stick of that metal in the anode and a very thin strip of that metal which is pure to be the cathode. Then CuSO4, this is of copper, if this is of copper, CuSO4 solution, electricity as usual, positive, negative. So what we will see after some times, that this rod will become very thick and the impurities from this metal will settle down here. So the chemical effect of electric current is used here also. So thank you friends for watching my video. Please like, subscribe and share my channel.